In a peaceful little village surrounded by green fields, there lived a humble carpenter. He was in his early 30s, honest, hardworking, and known by everyone for his kind heart. He and his wife lived in a small mud house on the edge of the village. Life wasn't easy. Their income was just enough to meet daily needs. Despite their struggles, the carpenter always helped others. If someone's door broke, he fixed it without asking for payment. If a poor family needed a cradle for their newborn, he would build one and never take money. His wife often worried about their future. "You always help others," she would say softly, "but what about us? We barely have enough ourselves." He would smile and reply, "Helping others is never a loss. What we give will come back to us, maybe not right away, but always when we truly need it." One year, during the rainy season, a terrible flood hit the village. It rained for days, and the nearby river overflowed. Many houses were washed away, and people ran to higher ground for safety. The carpenter didn't hesitate. While others tried to save their belongings, he rushed to help those in need. He carried an elderly man who couldn't walk, guided a blind woman to safety, and gave his only blanket to a small child crying in the rain. That night, when he returned home cold and drenched, his wife was upset but couldn't ignore the kindness in his actions. Sadly, the flood also destroyed his small workshop and tools. He had no way to earn a living. Days went by, and their savings began to disappear. He searched for work in nearby towns, but each time he returned home with empty hands. One morning, just as he was leaving again to look for work, a big car stopped in front of their house. A well-dressed man stepped out and asked, "Does the kind carpenter live here?" He stepped forward, surprised. "Yes, that's me." The visitor looked at him with deep respect and said, "You may not remember, but during the flood, you saved a young child and gave him your blanket. That child is my nephew. We were visiting this village when the flood struck, and we thought we had lost him. When we found him, he was safe, wrapped in a blanket with your name stitched on it." The carpenter remembered the child, alone, cold, and scared. The man continued, "We've been looking for you ever since. My brother owns one of the biggest furniture companies in the city. He wants to offer you a job, not just any job, but the position of head designer. Your kindness saved our family. Now, let us give something back." Tears filled the eyes of the carpenter and his wife. With folded hands, he quietly said, "I only did what felt right." The visitor replied, "And that is exactly why life brought us here." From that day on, life changed. The couple moved to the city. He worked with love and dedication, designing beautiful furniture, and earned more than he had ever dreamed of. But he never forgot where he came from. Every month, he sent help back to the village for those still in need. When someone asked him one day about the secret to his success, he simply said, "Do good, even when no one is watching. Because kindness is never forgotten." If we see in our life, there are moments when we wonder, does doing good really matter? Especially when life feels unfair, and our kindness seems to go unnoticed. But Carpenter's story reminds us of a timeless truth: karma never fails. Goodness may not bring instant rewards. In fact, it often comes with sacrifice and struggle. But when done from the heart, selflessly and sincerely, it always finds its way back to us, often in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. So, no matter how small your act of kindness is, never stop doing good. Even if the world doesn't clap for you today, the universe is watching, and when the time is right, your goodness will shine back at you 100 times brighter. Be like Carpenter. Let your heart lead, even when the path is tough. Because in the end, what we give, not what we get, is what defines the story of our lives. Karma never forgets. Do good. Stay true. And trust the timing of life.